What's up, Ragin Nation? How y'all doing? This is Alex, you watching the Ragin Nation show. This is just a web series where I talk about all things that match me in the world of movies, especially big blockbuster movies. And a big blockbuster movie that is being filmed right now, currently in Chicago, is Transformers 4. Michael Bay is back as the director, and if you want to see any of my behind-the-scenes coverage, commentary, and speculation videos, head over to my Transformers channel. That would be youtube.com/TheRaginNation, and check out all the videos that I have, because I am covering Transformers 4 in full detail and full in-depth coverage, and you don't want to miss out on that. So make sure you head over to that channel and click the subscribe button. Anyways, moving on, let's talk about another movie involving a lot of cool cars, and that would be Fast and Furious 7, otherwise known as Fast 7, and James Wan is going to be directing the movie. Justin Lin is no longer taking on the director's chair, and James Wan is taking it into a new direction, and he's making it into the revenge action movie, revenge action genre. He's taking it into that genre, and what's really cool is that he has cast Tony Jaa, you know, the martial arts actor from Thailand who was in Tom Yum Goong, otherwise known as the Protector, and also Ong Bak 1, 2, and 3. Well, he's going to be back. I mean, he's going to be in Fast and Furious 7, and most likely he's going to be playing a villain. And that's going to be really cool because he is a great martial arts actor, and he's capable of a lot of really, really cool stunts. So stay tuned. I mean, get ready for some cool martial arts action. Another person, or actor rather, who is in negotiations to being cast is Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell is not being finalized yet as having a role in Fast and Furious 7, but hopefully is, because that would be cool to have Kurt Russell, The Rock, Vin Diesel, and Jason Statham all in the same movie, a car chase movie. So very, very cool stuff. I hope he's in it, because Kurt Russell is just a great classic actor. And Fast and Furious 7 will be filming on September 10th, so not that long from now, and it will be, of course, for a summer 2014 release. Now, moving on to another big movie that is going to be coming soon, in 2015, in fact, that would be Star Wars Episode 7. And a lot of news has been going on about Star Wars Episode 7, but not any real solid news, because a lot of it's just casting rumors. But the only solid news that we know right now is that J.J. Abrams will not be shooting digitally. He will be shooting in 35mm, and that is great news, because it will be cool to see more practical sets, actual sets. You know, less green screen work. Of course, in a Star Wars movie, you have to do green screen work, but it will be cool to see, you know, to have that more classic feel. J.J. Abrams, I think, is the perfect director for Star Wars. He did a great job with the Star Trek movies, and I think I understand the direction he's going for Star Wars, and it's bringing back that classic feel. And one of the things that he's doing right is doing some great casting, and that is for one particular actor, and that's an actor that he worked with in Star Trek Into Darkness, and that is Benedict Cumberbatch. And so far, the negotiations are not completely finalized, but he could be a great member of the cast. Imagine Benedict Cumberbatch as a Jedi or Sith. I know Sith are extinct, but, you know, imagine that. He would play a great villain, and I hope he's in it. Other casting rumors include Zac Efron, Ryan Gosling, and pretty boy Alex Pettyfer, but nothing is solid so far. And I wouldn't even know what they would be cast as. Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, and Harrison Ford are all back, and they're getting kind of old, so I don't know what they're going to be doing, but that's all the news that I have for you. For Star Wars, Star Wars will be filming in as early as January 2014 for, of course, a 2015 release, and most likely a December 2015 release, because I think that for a movie like as big as Star Wars, things are moving kind of slowly. Alright, so who knows what's going on with that. Anyways, moving on to another big movie that's coming on in December 2015 would be Avengers: Age of Ultron. And the only news that I have for you is that James Spader has been cast as Ultron. Okay? Avengers: Age of Ultron. Ultron would be the main villain, and James Spader has been cast as Ultron. But what exactly will James Spader be doing? Is he going to be doing motion capture, or is he going to be doing voiceover work, or is he going to be doing both? Most likely he's going to be voicing the villain, but I don't know about motion capture work, because like why would they cast James Spader doing motion capture. I mean, I don't see him as a very physical actor. He's an actor, and I don't really remember him being in anything else other than Stargate. I know he's done a lot of movies, but I've only seen him in Stargate. But anyways, that's what's going on with regards to Avengers. Now, another comic book movie that has been in the news lately is Spawn. Remember Spawn? Of course, the comic book from Todd McFarlane. Spawn was a movie that I didn't remember too much about, and I remember it wasn't very good, and I don't have a whole lot of memory about it. But it is being remade. It is being remade. I don't know when they're going to start, but the talks have been happening with the studios, but they're going to take it away from action territory. They want to take it into more horror thriller category, less like a superhero movie, because he's not really a superhero per se, but he is a comic book movie character. He does have a mask, or his face is covered, but yeah, they're gonna take it into horror category. And Spawn has always been a horror type of comic book movie, so they're taking it back to its roots. They saw where they went wrong with it, and that is like flashy action superhero genre style. So they want to take it back to its roots, and maybe that could be a good thing. Maybe they could get it right this time. So there you have it. Now, another movie that we got to talk about is Warcraft. World of Warcraft, but it's going to be called Warcraft. And Duncan Jones will be the director, and it will be shooting in my city of Vancouver. Beautiful Vancouver. And they're going to start in January 13th, 2014 for a 2015 release. Most likely a summer release. So 2015 is going to be a pretty big year. And like I said, they're going to be filming in Vancouver. Most likely doing some soundstage work, green screen work at our various studios. We have a lot of studios here in Vancouver. And of course, taking advantage of our beautiful lush forests, over in BC and, greater BC. I mean, not greater BC, but greater Vancouver and the rest of BC. So, very, very cool stuff. Another movie that was originally going to be shooting in Vancouver is Batman vs. Superman. No longer shooting in Vancouver anymore, but instead shooting in Louisiana. What am I talking about? Not in Louisiana, in Michigan. Why did I say Louisiana? Batman vs. Superman will no longer be filming in Vancouver, but instead filming in Michigan in 2014. And what I really want to talk about is Ben Affleck. Now, I already made my video about my commentary about my opinions about about Ben Affleck being playing Bruce Wayne / Batman in the second Man of Steel movie. And I was very neutral about it. Well, I will just have you know that Ben Affleck is signed on for multiple movies. He's not just going to be in the Man of Steel sequel, but he's going to be in a standalone Batman movie. He's also going to be in the Justice League movie, and he's probably going to be in another movie which has him in it. Maybe he's going to cameo, or maybe he's going to appear in other DC character movies like The Flash, Green Lantern. But of course, you can't appear in those movies without Superman because they kind of work as a team. But anyways, I'm just letting you know that he's not going to just appear in the Man of Steel sequel. Ben Affleck is going to reprise the same character in multiple versions or multiple appearances. Standalone Batman movie, maybe a standalone Batman sequel, and also Justice League. So at least 3 movies. So there you have it. And one thing that I find is very awesome is Hans Zimmer's back. Hans Zimmer's back to score Batman vs. Superman, or aka Man of Steel 2. And a huge part of what makes a movie great is the music. The sound and music of a movie just brings the movie to life. And Hans Zimmer is my all-time favorite composer, and I think he's gonna really bring something great. Bring something quite epic to Batman vs. Superman. And, everybody's complaining about Ben Affleck being Batman, and they're all, going crazy and nerd raging and all that stuff. But I'll tell you, with Hans Zimmer there, I don't think it'll feel that much different. We're not going to be looking at Ben Affleck as Ben Affleck. We're going to be looking at Batman and Superman in the same movie, because having the right music really sets the tone and sets the atmosphere, and it could make a character appear so much more epic, and that's all because of the music. I mean, music can just give us all types of emotions. So I'm glad Hans Zimmer is back. Batman vs. Superman is coming for a July 17, 2015 release. And that's all I gotta talk about in this video. I talked about all types of movies. Fast and Furious 7, World of Warcraft, Warcraft, Spawn, Avengers, Age of Ultron, Star Wars, and of course Batman vs Superman. Which one are you looking forward to? Let me know in the comments in the comment section below. And also, if you have anything to say or comment about, or have any opinions about anything that I talked about, let me know in the comment section below. As always, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter at Ragin Nation. My name is Alex Yoon. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. And I love Nick Frost's performance. You know, you always see Nick Frost as Simon Pegg's buddy, so he's kind of an extension of Simon Pegg's characters in the